What up? Welcome back to Dokkan. Today we're doing a bit of a different video. This is a how-to video. And the title is How to Play Dokkan. What I mean by how to play Dokkan is I play Dokkan pretty well. I try to be really good at Dokkan, you know, and I want to show you guys a couple tips, tricks, and hopefully it helps you out in having a better overall experience with Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. So, without further ado, we're going to get right into it. I'm going to cover 5 key things that I think will help you out, at least, that have I've noticed really helped me out, either getting ranks or saving Dragon Stones, making sure I get decent summons, whatever else. So yeah, stick around and we'll get right into it. Number 1, Dragon Stones. Okay, so Dragon Stones. The best way to look at Dragon Stones is save, and save some more, because once you get towards the end of the game, you're gonna have a limited supply, and eventually, you have events where it's 100 million downloads, or even the 77 million downloads was a big one, where they'll just give you a good amount of Dragon Stones. I got a good 50 or 60 through the 100 million downloads, which is good, don't get me wrong, but that comes around once every 2 months or so, if even that. So I wouldn't really rely on that, and unless you want to be paying like $45 for 93 of them, which I don't know about you, I don't really want to do that. If you do, that's dope. If you got the money to do it, I totally understand. It's a fun game, do it up. But if not, then just save. And when you're doing summons, the way that I look at it, at least, is when you do a summon, just go until you get something good, and then stop. Because the more you push your luck, you're just going to run through Dragon Stones that you don't need to run through. I've at least noticed that there's a reset type thing on the summoning. So if I summon 5 or 6 and I get nothing, I finally get something good, I stop. Unless I'm on a video and it seems like I could, I want to make sure the video is not 2 minutes long. Then okay, fine, then yeah, then I'll do a couple more summons and maybe you'll get something amazing. It does happen, but in my experience, it's been to just let it cool down, give it a day, maybe a couple hours, come back to it, and then then go from there. That's my thing with Dragon Stones, and yeah, I mean, a couple of other things on the list I will discuss as well. We'll kind of link in with Dragon Stones. It's the main thing in the game, just so you guys know. But yeah, that's my take on Dragon Stones. Just save, and use it a little bit every now and again, and then give it a cooldown. Let it cool down for about a day or so. Do some more summons. That's what I do, at least. Number 2, experience. Okay, so experience. So experience is a tough one, and I have my little book of notes right here just in case I forget something. But experience is a tough one because you want to rank up fast because you want to have more stamina to do stuff. If you say a mission takes like 15 stamina, you want to make sure you can do that mission as many times as you can to possibly get a level up or rank up, whatever else, to make sure you can get your stamina all back without using a Dragon Stone. But see, you also don't want to level up too fast because you can use the leveling up process to get all of your stamina back. So meaning that right when you rank up, you get it all back to 100%. So say you need 15,000 experience to get a level up, and you only have 45 stamina, but each of those missions, you can do like 3 Z hards for 15 stamina each. They'll each give you 5,000 experience, and you just barely clear that level up and get the most out of it, so you can get possibly 3, 10 Dragon Stones, however much stamina you might have, while leveling up and getting all of your stamina back. That's the ideal situation, is to get as much Dragon Stones as you can, and then hit your level up right at the end after you've done 4, 5, 6, however many missions you can do. Get as much as you can get done, So that's your ideal standpoint. Another thing I wanted to cover, because I had made a previous video that said how to rank up fast in Dokkan. And in that one I didn't really cover too much because I didn't know a whole lot at that point. I just found a cool mission that helped me rank up really fast. It's called the Wayward Champion. And it's Chapter 11, Stage 3. And you get basically, so standard experience, if you don't have the times 3, which 90% of the time you won't have the times 3, maybe even 95% of the time. But so if your standard experience is about 10,000, no, it's about 9,600. That's roughly about how much you get for the standard experience, which is still really good, but when you start getting where you need like 176,000 to level up, not really do you much good. Now times 3, you're getting just about 27,000 or 28,800 is roughly how much you're pulling in with the times 3 experience. So what you want to do is when you have times 3, you want to just bust your ranks up so you can get your stamina as high as possible. That's what I've done. So in my Japanese, I went from like 40 to 93 in like 2 days, just grinding out the Wayward Champion, just when I'm sitting at work or whatever else, if we have a downtime, yada yada. So you want to grind as much as you can on the times 3, and on the normal one, you want to just be careful with it. Don't level up too quickly, because you can use that leveling up to your advantage to also get more Dragon Stones. So if you're just going through your stamina and then you're spending a Dragon Stone to get it all back just to get more Dragon Stones, it's a little counterintuitive because you're losing that one Dragon Stone. That doesn't seem like much until you do it 10 times. And then you've lost 10 Dragon Stones that could do you 2 summons. And you don't even know, you get Vegito from one of those summons, you know? So the more you can get out of the game, the better. That's at least my opinion on it. So with experience, yeah, just don't level up too fast. But when you have rank times 3, power through that mission that I told you, Chapter 11, Stage 3, the Wayward Champion. And yeah, if you want to, check out my other video, how to rank up fast. That might help you out. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Number 3, currency.
Okay, so zeni or Dragon Ball currency, whatever you want to call it, money, / the Baba currency. I don't know what else to call it. The Baba points, I guess, we'll call it that. So the easiest way when it comes to money ties into the last one that I said, which makes it really easy for you guys. So when you're trying to rank up fast, in that mission, the Wayward Champion, as I've said a billion times now at this point, I don't know how many times I've typed the Wayward Champion. But yeah, so in that mission, there's a point whenever you get past the first couple parts, which are really easy to get past. Really, if you just roll anything above like a 4, you're pretty much guaranteed to get no battles. You might get a couple items, whatever else. And then you have 3 things of money. So if you can manage to hit all 3 of those, try and save your ones till you get to that point. I can show you a little more in depth. I might actually show you that if I can manage to record it and fit it into the video properly, because I'm going to have, you know, sections that show the gameplay and stuff. But I'll see if I can fit it in there where you hit all 3 of the money points. So that gives you like $9,000, I think, maybe 10,000. Which you do that every single time, you know. Good to go. That's pretty solid amount of money coming your way. And then when it comes to Baba's points, so after you beat Jackie Chun, man, my brain is freezing right now. After you beat Jackie Chun, you're going to get to the point, sometimes every now and again, I think it's like a 50-50 chance is what it seems like it breaks down to. You'll get a medal that's a Goku medal. And I think it sells for 70 Baba points? Something like that. I'll have to double check. I might be wrong. I'll display it on the screen if it's something else. But it should sell for roughly around that point. So, I mean, there was one time where I had like 150 of them after I just grinded out for a couple days. And I mean, that's a good amount of Baba points. And that's going to buy you some pretty good items, too. So if you need some Z-swords for intellect or yada yada yada, whatever, and they're going to pop up in Baba's shop every now and again, it's a really good way to get it. Obviously, you can just do the whole selling characters thing, but you're not going to get as much. And then you're selling characters, you know, that you don't really want to be selling necessarily. And I mean, I'm going to cover characters in the next step, so we'll get to that. But yeah, with money and everything, just stick with the Wayward Champion. That's going to be your main way to grind out cash. At least I've noticed. Works out well. I have like $17 million something in the game, and I've never really run out. Every character that I'm able to get him to UR pretty fast. So it works out pretty well for me, at least. So yeah, that's my take on currency and Baba's points and yada yada yada. Now we'll get to the next one.
Number 4, characters.
Okay, characters. So when it comes down to characters, what you want to do is, I mean, what I do personally is I save all of my SRs. Unless I get to a point where I'm full max, and then I gotta start picking ones I don't want anymore. But for the most part, I save all of my SRs. Always make sure you have, I would say right when you start playing the game, take 20 of your Dragon Stones and just apply it to getting more characters, because you're going to want those 100 slots later. Really, really comes in handy. Really, really comes in handy. So, just to have that, like, I think you'd have 150 at that point, which is really nice. So yeah, save all of your SRs, because you don't know when you're going to get another one of those cards as a repeat, and it's really nice to have like a super attack level 10. Any card, even if it's just an SSR, you know, like, and it's got a super attack level 10, it's going to come really in handy. Potentially. It may not. It might just sit there. Worst comes to worst, you use it to train on a stronger one, and you waste none of your time. You know what I mean? So it's a good idea in my opinion. Now, with SSRs that are going to be ones you want to keep, I always keep every SSR. I don't get that many of them, and again, I imagine I'll get to a point where I'll have to start clearing them out eventually. We'll get to that point when I have to. I got a while till that's going to happen. But I just keep every single SSR. There's no point to get rid of them. Right now, I'll display a couple of characters that I would really highly recommend you hang on to. I'll just show the logo right at the bottom. Yeah, that's the best thing I can really give you, because I understand the whole notion of they're just characters you love. You know, there's a lot of characters you just don't want to get rid of. I still have a bunch of Bardoks, because Bardok's my favorite character. Same thing with Gotens. Even my Piccolo that I got right when the game started. I never use them. They're not going to do me any good. But I still keep them just because I like them. And I totally understand that notion. So don't take it as, hey, get rid of every character, you know, whatever things, that's not good. Whatever. Play the game you want to play it, but I would highly recommend the characters I listed. make sure you hang on to those guys for sure. And then hang on to your SSRs. There's no reason to get rid of them. They might come in handy later. They may not. Worst comes to worst, you get rid of them later, you know? But yeah, anyways, that's my take on characters. And, yeah.
Number 5. Friends.
Okay, so friends. The best way with friends is to make sure you don't add everybody. That was my mistake when I very first started playing, is I just added everyone. Because I thought, you know, okay, fine, whatever, not a big deal. Just click it. And then it becomes a pain in the butt later to get rid of them. The main ones you're really going to need are going to be Gogeta. Both of them will work just fine. They're a really good leader. Any kind of nuker. So you're going to have the Super Saiyan Blue Tech Goku and the Super Saiyan Blue Physical Vegeta and the what is his name? Baby Vegeta or Super Baby Vegeta. Intellect. There's a couple other ones. I'll probably just list them below. If I missed any of them, let me know in the comment section. Those are going to be your main ones though. Because what they do is every time you get a key sphere, anybody on your team gets plus 30% to their attack, which is insanity. You can end up doing 5, 6, 7, 8, even 10 million to an enemy, and that's just going to wipe anybody out the field. That's why they're called nukers. You know, I made also, like I'm going to do another self-promotion, you know, I made also how to nuke video. So if you want to watch that, go through my playlist, you can find it pretty easily. It's me standing with a nuke behind me. You know, pretty simple. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. The whole friends list, just make sure you don't add everybody. It's just a pain in the ass. And then you'll find you'll be working with somebody cool, and you're like, dude, I really want to add this person. And your friends list is full. And it's just going to screw you over. So, careful with who you add. The main ones you're really going to need, like I said, Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Physical for Vegeta, Tech for Goku, and then Intellect, Super Baby Vegeta. And there's a couple in there, you know, like Vegito is good and stuff like that too. There's a couple intermediate ones. I'll list them below. You know, no big deal. But yeah, well, I'm pretty much at the end of the video. So if you made it this far, I really, really appreciate it. And hopefully you learned a little bit something new. I am going to list below everything in the description that I said. You know, just cover like step-by-step things. So if you want to go down and just read that instead, feel free. I understand that. But yeah, if you did enjoy, you learned something new, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next video. Deuces.